Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain is...
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Gina, the creator of Cozy Cabin Creations, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel if you are new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back and thank you for joining. Today is a market, and I know I said in my last video I wasn't going to be doing any more markets this year until spring, but my last market did so terribly. It was basically just vendors buying from other vendors because there was no foot traffic at all. I don't think they promoted it very well, and I had a ton of inventory left over, so I decided to sign up for one more market, and it is tonight. It is a nighttime market, which I never did before, and it is from 6 to 9 p.m. and it is a holiday sip and shop. So I guess people can get some beverages and walk around the little market area and shop. So I think that's going to be really nice. I've never did a nighttime one before, and I am definitely looking forward to it, and I'm going to bring you along with me. So what I was going to do today is I would like to try to get done 2 Oak and Marlow Fable collection animals, like the woodland animals, because they always sell very good for me, and I have to be done by 4 o'clock. It is now 9:30, and I'm hoping that I can get 2 of them done by 4 o'clock. I hope. We'll see. I want to do the bear, and I would like to do the fox, and I also want to do their little accessories to go with them. The bear has a really cute little beanie, and the fox has a really cute scarf. So hopefully if I really power through and just sit here, I can get the 2 of those done. They don't really take too long to make. My kids are in school, and I have been sofa bound for the past week. As I told you in my last video, I did have my hysterectomy and everything went well, and I am doing very good. Thank you all so much for all your encouragement and good stories. They really helped me out, and they carried me through this time. I am still taking it easy and laying low, but I did definitely still crochet while I was recovering. However, I didn't crochet any stuffies. I did things. I did some hats, I did gloves, I did some scrunchies and some scarves. So this is like the gloves that I did. I did fingerless mittens. I made about 5 pairs of them. These, please forgive, they still need to be woven in the ends, but I just think these are so nice, and they were pretty quick to make, and they just turned out so pretty. I was really happy with these. Let me try to hide the strings, but look at how pretty these are. And I made them in Karen's Simply Soft yarn, and I just think that they are really like elegant and nice. I really truly love the way these turned out, and I will link, it was a video that I followed, and then I ended up seeing another video with the shell stitch, and I made a couple pair following that video, and it had more of like a thumb covering, like a whole, like this is just a empty space right here, and you go back and forth, you turn your work and go back and forth, where the other one you're continuously working in the round and you just do some increases for the thumb. So I will say the other one is a little bit easier. The pattern is really different, even though they do come out looking almost the same with the shells. This one, the shell is definitely more prominent, and they do take a little bit longer to make because you are going back and forth and not staying in the round. Sorry for my crazy thoughts. My hormones are still a little out of whack and I'm a little foggy, but so I did do a couple of those and I did like the pattern, but ultimately I felt like this pattern was better and I did enjoy this one a little bit more. I will say it's not very beginner friendly. I would say it's probably more of an intermediate pattern to follow. The other video, which I will link that one too, is probably more on the beginner side. It's a little bit easier to follow. So this is what I've been making, and I also made some scrunchies. I don't have them here. And I made, well, this I'm in the middle of, some of these scarves. They're the infinity scarves. They look like the knit stitch, and it's a very, very, very simple pattern. You're really just doing half double crochets into the third loop, and that brings the front stitch forward. It pulls the front stitch forward, which ends up making it look like a knit stitch. It's so quick, and if you're looking to sell something a little more than just stuffies at your winter markets, I think this is a really great pattern to use. This I used the Karen slice of anniversary cakes and a size 12 millimeter hook, and there is a video for this as well, and I will link that also. So just little things I was working on while I was in bed and laying on the sofa. This has become my little office slash resting space. Pretty much haven't really moved from here for about a week. So it's been nice. I've been watching some good movies. I literally just watched Lord of the Rings. I love Harry Potter, and my husband was like, why have you never watched Lord of the Rings? It's so good. And I was like, I don't know, I'm not, and I love reading fantasy, and I don't know why I never watched it, but I am on the third movie and I'm loving it. It's so good. And I'm really enjoying watching that while I'm crocheting. So I might put that on. It is really a visual movie, so I do like to be able to actually watch it and not just glance up every now and then. So maybe I won't put that on actually while I'm crocheting these, because I'll be following the pattern. Maybe I'll listen to my book. But anyway, let's get into it. We are going to make the bear and we're going to make the fox, and then I'm going to take you along with me for tonight's holiday sip and shop. I will also have my husband and my daughter helping me because I am still on a lift restriction. I can't say I'm mad about that. So I can't lift anything over 15 pounds. And to me, everything is over 15 pounds, so I'm not lifting it. I will be doing all the heavy lifting for me, and I will be doing what I do best and delegating and saying, please put this there, please put that there, and they will follow my direction because they are wonderful. And then I will sit there, and hopefully this will be a good market because this is my last one and Mama needs to buy some Christmas presents, so hopefully I can bring in some cash. And it's just nice to be able to sell some things and, you know, unload some inventory, which I'm hoping to do. So let's get into it. Oh, before we get started, I forgot. I got a delivery and I wanted to show you what I ordered. So I realized it when I was about to make the bear that I needed the brown, and I was like, oh, I was saving this to open. Excuse the noise. I'm gonna need scissors for this. Hold on. I don't even remember what I ordered. I ordered it so long ago. It does take a little while to get Premier yarns. Well, where I live it does. I don't know where anybody else lives, but... Okay. Ooh! Look in the box! Goody, goody, goodies! I love it! Okay, so we got some Premier Basics Chenille Brights, and this is the color Blush. It's a very pretty, like, muted pink color. I really like that color. And then, oh, I hope I ordered the brown. I don't see it in here. I got the color Forest. Look how pretty these are together. Oh my goodness. And I got the color Sage. It's really pretty. Oh, I'm dropping my iPad. And I also got the color Mushroom. It's like a really pretty sandy color. Look at these together though. I mean, is that a beautiful palette or what? I really like that. That's so pretty. And then, oh, I see the brown. Oh, thank gosh. I have Pewter. Nice gray. And I have, I believe this is Chocolate. I had to wait for this to come back in stock. So when it did come back in stock, that's when I placed my order for everything. But I think I only got one. Yes, it looks like I only got one. And I got the color Rust. It's like a mustardy color. I do believe they have mustard as well, so I'm kind of curious as to what the difference is. I don't have it. I don't have it, so I can't compare. I love this yarn. This is really good. It's just like Bernat Blanket. It's only like $3.99 for a skein of this, and it just, I really truly love working with this yarn. Everything turns out so nice, and it's very consistent. And then I've got some Premier Parfait Chunky Plush in the color Seaweed Salad. It's like an emeraldy green, but, well, actually no, it's more of a bright green than an emeraldy green. I got the color Mustard. Let's see the difference between these two, even though they're two different yarns. So this is a little bit deeper, because usually they're pretty true. Even though the lines are different, the colors are pretty true. We have white. I definitely needed this. I was running out of white. I got Toffee. And Teddy Bear, which actually this is the color I thought that I had ordered in the Basics line, but maybe it was sold out. Maybe that's why I didn't get it. That's a little disappointing. This is the color I wanted to use for the bear. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go look over there. I'm pretty low on browns. And then I got bubblegum, right? Yes, bubblegum. So that is my order. I'm pretty excited about the chenille yarns. I really like those, and I got some pretty good colors. I feel like some pretty nice wintry basic colors for animals. I don't know what I'm going to use this on, but I really like this color. Anything really. I might have to make a really dark brown bear. It'll still be pretty. And we have black bears up here where I am. So this is close. I think I might just use this color if I can't find the brown that I want. I'll probably use this for my bear. All right, well, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you, my little unboxing of yarn. And now I really need to get started because now it's 10 o'clock and I still haven't started crocheting yet. Okay, so it is 12 o'clock and I have finished the little bear. He's so precious. I do have to do his cap. So I'm going to do his little beanie, which I think is really going to dress him up. And I do like that he's the dark brown. You know, I did want him a lighter brown initially, but you got to work with what you have. And I don't have the light brown. So I have a little brown bear. And I think he's super cute. He turned out really cute. So it took me about 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours to do him. And I did not stop. So I'm going to go get the yarn now that I need, because I believe that that is a worsted weight yarn. Let me see. I'm checking my iPad right now. Let's see if I can find it real fast, the pattern. It was a separate little add-on that you could buy. Let me just search. And it wasn't, oh, here it is. And it really wasn't expensive. I think it was like $1 or $2. Yes, it's a worsted weight yarn. And let me show you what it looks like. Isn't that cute? So I'm gonna make that little beanie and the little pom on the top. That'll probably take me the longest to make the pom-pom. I am not good at making pom-poms. So that is the plan, and hopefully I can get that done real quick and then move on to the fox. Hopefully I'll be able to have everything done by 2 o'clock so that I can relax for a little bit before I have to leave at 4. We're allowed to start loading, allowed to start setting up at 4 o'clock. It doesn't really take me 2 hours to set up, so I'll probably leave here at 4. It's really only like 15 minutes from my house, this market. And I'm really hoping that it does well. I feel like I've been not finding very good markets. Either that or my area just really sucks for markets. I guess I'm going to have to look into it a little more. This is my first year here and my first year doing markets here. But I feel like I haven't found a really great market yet. And I watch a lot of videos of people that go to these great farmers markets and just these really great markets where there's a lot of traffic and they do really well. And I just have not seemed to have been able to find that yet in my area. I talk to vendors every time I'm at different markets, and the last one that I was at, like I said, there was like no foot traffic. It was basically vendors buying from vendors. And so I got to speak to a lot of different vendors, and the one woman who sold homemade candy she had an amazing booth set up, and just she was doing fabulous. I mean, who doesn't love homemade candy? But she said that the sip-in shops are really good to do because people like to drink some wine and they get a loose with their wallet and they're looking for Christmas presents. And so I'm hoping that this is going to be a good one. I think there's only like 15 or 20 vendors for this though, and we're in a barn. So this is my first time being there, so I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go. All of these markets really have been first time, doing them. And it's definitely just, trial and error at this point. I will talk to more vendors tonight and see, where they go. And hopefully by next year, I will find some really good markets in the Pocono area. If anybody knows of any good markets in the Pocono area, please let me know. Because I would love to be able to be a vendor there. And yeah, that's my goal. That's what I'm looking for. So if you have any ideas, let me know. All right, so bear done. I'm gonna do his hat and then move on to the fox. So I will get back to you. Okay, so I finished the hat, which took a lot longer than I expected because I messed up. And when I sewed it all together, I was like, this is so small. This is not gonna fit. And then I re-looked at the pattern and realized I missed 7 rows. So I had to rip it out. Excuse me. I had to rip it out and redo it, but it was worth it because look at how cute. I mean, it just totally makes the whole little stuffy. So it is like 1:15 now, and I am getting very tired. I can't do a lot. And I don't have the energy that I had before my surgery, so I'm still recuperating in that way. And I don't want to wear myself out before the show, so I'm not going to make the fox. I'm happy that I made the bear. I'm going to finish this scarf, which only needs like 1 or 2 more rows, and then I can weave in the ends. And I'm going to just probably take a nap until I have to get ready and get everything together for the show because I don't want to wear myself out. So I will meet up with you when I'm getting ready. But how cute is he? I love him. Can you see him good? My lighting down here is not the best. I apologize. Anyway, all right, I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hi. Well, it's very sunny right now. We are on our way, and I am almost there because it's right down the street, and hopefully it'll be good. I'll take you with me to set up, or maybe I'll show you after because you guys have already seen setup. I don't know, I feel like sometimes it can get boring. So I'll show you after. All right, bye. All right, everyone, I am in here and I just finished setting up my booth and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm sitting like right by a heater, so it's like blowing my hair everywhere. But let me show you, let me see if I can never flip this around. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, here is my booth. I have my scarves that I made and the hats and ear warmers, all the hats. And then I have the mittens that I made while I was in recovery. Some bookmarks and book sleeves. And then all of my little stuffies. Top. We got our trees and our snowman. Another set of gingerbread men. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I also made these when I was laying down. I also made these when I was recovering. The little ornaments, they were fun to make. And then I have more. And then my board. It's all my lovies. So that's it. That's the booth. Wish me luck. Okay, so I don't know what I am doing wrong with picking markets, but let me show you the crowd. That's it. Everybody's drinking, nobody's shopping. So everybody's sipping, nobody's shopping, and it's cold in here. So yeah, I don't know. Seems like I'm gonna be facing another flop. Look at my daughter's shirt. Yes, are we in the Christmas spirit or what? I got my, hold on. Ah, my hand's in the way. My Griswold Farm family Christmas sweatshirt on, and of course one of my handmade beanies. And we're just trying to make the best of a situation. A cold situation. All right, I'll get back to you. Okay guys, update. It is 8:12. The market is over at 9. And I made, drum roll, $65. $65. It's okay. I got good info. I got out of my house. But I gotta find better markets. I don't know. I don't know where people find markets. Please help me. Let me know. Everybody says Facebook. And I almost got scammed twice on Facebook. Venmo stopped me from being scammed on Facebook. So I do get nervous with that. But I really need to figure out how to find some better, more productive, higher traffic markets. I am sitting next to another crocheter who I really like, and she is super sweet, and we've been chatting. And I did get some good information from her, and she's doing just as slow as I am. I mean, there's just no traffic, so we're probably about equal. Overall, good experience, I guess. I have my hot chocolate my honey bought me, so I'm just sipping on some hot chocolate, waiting for 9 o'clock. That's it. That's my update. We're going to be breaking down soon, and I wanted to try to shoot a short while I was here, but I feel like I keep posting the same thing. It's just of my booth, and I feel like I'm losing my creativity when it comes to shorts. So I don't know if I should just do another booth short or try to come up with something better. Good news, we're almost at 500 subscribers, and I do have my Furls crochet hook. I will show you when I get back home. I'll probably pop back on tomorrow and talk more about today and how it went, even though there's really not much to say. So I might just pop on to show you the hook. And this way you can see what you'll get if you win my giveaway. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, we are back in my craft room. It has been a couple days since the fair or the market that I brought you along on, and I wanted to go over what sold, and I must say it is not much. So it was a holiday sip and shop, and just to recount, I showed you how there was like hardly any foot traffic in there. It was pretty cold. Um, I just don't think a lot of these fairs that I am choosing are well publicized. I don't think there's enough promotion for these fairs that I'm going to. And it's tricky because I don't know how to find out if these fairs do well or not. I will say the one good thing about it is that the booth fee for this particular fair was not very expensive. It was only about $30. I did make that back, but I barely made any income, and it was hard because it was 10 days after my surgery, and I just really wanted to get some extra money for Christmas because I haven't been working, and it definitely did not meet up to my standards. I don't know, maybe I have high standards, but I think I should be able to make more than $65 at a fair. I have done fairs where I used to live, and I have made $600 or more at each fair. So I think I'm going to start looking and just driving the hour down to where I used to live and looking for fairs down there. I have a place to stay if I need to stay overnight. My family lives down there still, so I think I might do that. It definitely took a lot out of me doing this fair, as I was saying, it being only 10 days after my surgery. I literally, today is Monday, the fair was Friday, and I was just on my sofa in that spot and like sleeping most of the time. I feel a little bit better today. I need to wrap some gifts, and I wanted to do this conclusion video for you and let you know what I did sell, and then show you the Furls crochet hook that is going to be the giveaway, because we are so close to 500 viewers or subscribers. I mean, I am like at 492, I think, the last time I checked, or maybe 91, I'm not sure, but it is like so close. So what I sold at the holiday sip and shop was one Mabel chicken, and I sold her for $10. Two bookmarks that I made, and I sold them for $5 each, so that was $10. A sunflower turtle, which I am really glad that I sold that because I've had that since the summertime, and I was starting to think that these like sea turtles weren't going to sell, and I know that they sell pretty good for people, so, and it was super cute. So I am very happy that that sold and found its little home, and the woman bought it for her niece, so that was really sweet, and that sold for $25. And then I sold a pair of the fingerless mittens that I showed you for $20. And that was from another vendor there. She bought the mittens, and that's all that sold. That's all that I sold. So I made about, so let's see, 20, 45, 55. I made $65. The booth fee was $30, so I made $35 at this fair. Not great. $35. I mean, that's you put a lot of time and effort into making things, setting up the booth, tagging, pricing, like, you know, so you want it to be a little bit better than that. And I'm not gonna, you know, it's not always rainbows and butterflies for these markets, and I'm always going to be honest with you and let you know my struggles and my joys and what goes along with being a crochet handmade business. It's not always great. It's not, you know, it takes a lot to get started. You have to put yourself out there a lot. There's going to be a lot of failures, and hopefully eventually there'll be some successes. So I'm not giving up. I'm not, you know, every one I do, I talk to someone new and it gives me new insight. So I feel like that is a plus and a bonus. I learn something every time I go, and you just can't put a price tag on, you know, on knowledge and building your brand. You really can't. So I am happy with the results, even though I did not make the income that I wanted. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to some better things. The Furls crochet hook. Let me show you what I got. So, I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't, well, I'll show you. I was gonna say, I feel like the person should unwrap it for the first time, but I'll rewrap it in nicer paper. Some good tissue paper. Okay, so it is a streamline hook. It doesn't say, it just says open at the other end. So it's the did you see that? The Furls streamline. And I should have looked up what color this was that I ordered. Hold on, let me find mine. Oh no. Okay, it's not, there is no invoice in this box for some reason. But it is an H 5mm. And look at how pretty this is. Look at this. I love these hooks. I think they're really great. I've talked about them before on my channel. I do like them better than the metal ones because they're a lot lighter. They work really, really great with Bernat blanket yarn and blanket yarns and chenille yarns. They just glide so nice, and it's just, the pointy tip really helps you get into your loops very well, and it just into your stitches. It's a really great hook, and it makes crocheting a lot easier and very enjoyable. So this is going to be the giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers, along with a couple little goodies tucked inside. So I can't wait for one of you to be able to win this Furls streamline hook. I'm very excited. And I hope you are too. So that really concludes today's video. I will be posting just random videos of things market prepping, because I do want to try to apply for a market prep in March. I sent out a couple emails, and they are, like I said, down in my old area. And hopefully I will get to be able to be a vendor at one of those. I would really love that. But I'm going to be market prepping some spring things now, because I'm not going to be doing any more winter markets. So my Christmas stuff I put away. My stuff is always available on Etsy. If you don't see something on Etsy that you've seen me made, please just message me and I will definitely make it for you, or I already have it made and I just haven't listed it. So message me if there's something that you want. As always, thank you so much for being a part of this little journey with me and coming along and hanging out with me. I really appreciate all you guys. You mean the world to me. And until next time, stay cozy.